Hello, in this video I'm going to teach you how you can create DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, using AO, the new decentralized compute platform built with Arweave. First, to use that, you can follow these instructions in this GitHub or the official instructions to install the server and the CLI. In this case, I'm going to open a CLI in my computer. You can copy to install AO, install, use npm. You need npm to install that, and wait. Now it's ready. Later, you need to download this blueprint here, DAOAO.lua. In this case, I have this one in my computer, and you change to the folder in this context. After that, you need to initialize AO server. In that context, just use that, and you can give a instruction, for example, a name for this process, because if not, you are going to initialize in the default process. In this case, for example, I'm going to give this process. You wait. It's initializing the process, connecting. It's ready. So now you can load the blueprint. In this case, you can copy these instructions. It's .load and the name of the file with Lua extension. Wait, and it's done to use this DAO creator. Here you have the instructions, but before that, we are going to analyze all the instructions. Here I have the code. In that case, if you have experience with JavaScript, it's very similar. In this context, you need to initialize AO, the library, also the JSON module. Here, you are creating some structures. For example, the DAOs, for saving all the DAOs itself, the members. Here we have all the information about the members in the DAOs, and finally the proposals. Later, we are going to add and creating all the functions for this process, for the DAO creator. Here, I'm creating the first instruction, create. Here, the second parameter, here, it's analyzing the matching between the action which the user is calling. If that action is create, we are going to execute this code. Okay? And I'm going to extract some parameters from the action that the user is calling, or the instruction, the message sending from him or her, including the administrator, in this context, who is calling this action, message.from, and with that I'm creating the first DAO with a unique identifier with a name, a description from the parameters. I'm giving an administrator, is the user calling this instruction, and finally I'm sending a response, just DAO created, and it's done. With that, we have the first functions, and we can test that. How? Here. I'm going to call the send method. The target is our.id, the ID of this process, it's here. The tags, in this context, checking what is the action. The action is create, similar with that, to match with these instructions. Later, a UID, yeah, any ID unique, a name and description, and execute that. Now the message is added. Also, I receive the DAO created, so it's done. All the DAO was created and it's saved in this structure. The second method I have here is list DAO. Similar, matching action with this value, list DAO. And in this context, just I send a response to the user with a list of the DAOs created right now. Or I'm using the JSON module to encode this information and sending by using Java strings and JSON. Now I'm going to test that. Just I send another message with the same target and the tags action equal list DAO. I check and it's done. And now I need to check the information. How I can do that? Using, in this context, inbox.tags. Why? Because I'm sending all the information using the tags in this context. If instead of that I use data, I need to select inbox.data or any other name. And with that, I'm going to check the last message and the information. Here is list and here is my DAO. That's how it works. It's very simple, such as that. And the data here, when I send the message to receive the DAOs, it's the bytes received in this context. Sometimes this number can help you in some parameters or context. Also, I have here the get DAO. If you want to receive just one DAO, if you know the unique ID, it's simple. In this context, for example, I'm going to copy that and paste. We are going to check again. Now, maybe it's okay. We are going to check again. And here I receive the DAO with all the information. That's how it works, because again I'm using tags in this context. Here I have the join method. You are not a member. I'm not a member. So I'm an administrator of this DAO, but also maybe I want to become a member. And in that context, I'm creating that. Just first I'm checking is this DAO exists or not. I cannot become a member of an DAO who don't exist. I select the members and just I add in the members structure this user ID, my user ID, and the value true. Why? Because also we have the leave method. If we are going to leave this DAO and becomes in false in this value. I'm going to join. And we wait for join for these messages here. We can leave. For now, we are not leaving. We can get all the members of this DAO. Here, I'm using the tags, the action, and the DAO, here the unique ID, similar when I joined to the DAO. We are querying the tags in inbox, and here the members. I have the ID, my user ID, and the value true, because still I'm a member. Also, I'm again the administrator. I can create a proposal. Here, also I'm checking the DAO if exists. Later, I'm extracting the DAO unique ID, a name, a unique ID, and name for this proposal, a description, the from, and a proposal ID, also a unique ID for this proposal. And I'm creating the proposal with all the data, and finally add 3 more properties: no equals 0, yes equals 0, and opened equal true. No and yes, because this proposal is for voting process, and opened if this voting process is opened or not. Now I'm going to create a new proposal here with the action add proposal, the DAO, unique ID, a new unique name, a description, and a proposal ID, a unique ID for this specific proposal. Is created and perfect. We receive the proposal added messages. I'm going to get this proposal, and it's similar. We are creating a get proposal action, and with that just we send a messages with the tag execute, and here I have the proposal. Perfect. I can vote for this proposal because I'm a member. If you are not a member, you cannot vote for this proposal. In other contexts, maybe you want to stake some amount of currency to vote with some weight in any vote. But in this context, all the votes are equal. So I'm checking all the information for the proposal. I'm getting the vote from the parameters in calling in the messages. I'm checking if yes, so yes is equal more than 1. If not, just no, it's 1 more. I'm checking also that is this proposal is opened for voting, and I'm going to execute that. I'm voting no. We wait, and we wait for the messages. Vote sent. Perfect. I'm going to check again for the proposal. Get the proposal. Why? To check now about the vote yes or no. You can review here. Yes is 0. No, it's 1. It's simple like that. Finally, maybe you want to close the voting, because in some point we need to close and execute this proposal. Also, just the administrator can close votings, just me for now, and just I'm changing this opened property to false. So I send the message, close voting in the actions, the DAO ID and proposal ID, and I wait, and the voting is closed. I send a new message querying the proposal again, and I check, and now the proposal, the open property is false. That's how it works. It's very simple to use the DAO server to create real decentralized apps. In this context, we are using Lua because it's the main language for that, but as you see, it's very simple. You need to use maybe Visual Studio Code or any other platform, any other code editor for that. And for also you can create more and more application and complete that. So I invite you to continue and create decentralized, real decentralized applications using AO in Arwit. Thank you.